Well, obviously this is one of the most important constitutional issues of our time. The fact that our government is detaining these people without providing any of the fundamental due process rights, without providing the opportunity to present evidence of their innocence, for that matter, without even letting them know what it is they're accused of having done, without providing them real access to lawyers, keeping them in truly horrific circumstances for years and years and years. It's just such an atrocity. When I traveled to Yemen to meet with the clients who I represent in Guantanamo, I was so ashamed of my own government. We espouse all of these ideas of freedom and democracy and freedom of speech and all of these things, but what are we really doing? And it's the lawyers, it's the trial lawyers, who I believe are here to enforce these rights, who are here to make sure that we create a free society and we hold our government officials to the promises that they have vowed to uphold when they took their offices. Understanding the issues that a transgender person faces is complicated. These are complicated legal issues. Which bathroom should they use? How should they be, what gender should they be addressed by at work? These are all very complicated issues. To be judged for what we do as workers, for what we do as people versus who we are, what we look like, what race we are, what gender we are, what our sexual orientation is. It's only in dealing with people who are on the fringes, people who it's difficult to relate to sometimes, is when we realize who we are as a society. What kind of society do we want to be? Freedom of speech is one of the most fundamental premises of our free society, and we certainly all have the opportunity to say the things that we believe, to try to articulate these things, to try to convince others to go along with us. We're all responsible for creating the kind of society we want and we want our families to grow up in. I hope that my daughter understands that I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to create a world we can all feel good about living in. I'm hoping that we can all live together and respect each other's perspectives, whether or not we agree with them, at least respect each other's right to agree with them or to hear about them. Certainly I don't agree in my free speech cases with all of the things my clients say. In fact, oftentimes I don't, but I certainly agree with the right to say them, and that's what's really important. I was really surprised to be nominated for this award. I know a lot of people don't really agree with a lot of the causes that I work on. I know that supporting the right for gays to marry, a lot of people don't agree with it. That's something that people in Colorado have voted ought to be banned. I know that people don't always agree with some of the things people say when they're exercising their right to free speech. I know that people don't necessarily agree that the men who are in prison in Guantanamo should be given due process rights like any of the rest of us. So I have to admit I was surprised to be nominated for this award, but these are issues that I think are really important, and I'm so happy that the CTLA has given me an opportunity to talk about these issues that I think we all should be concerned about.